And the discussion group met in August, and it indicates that the majority of the community development districts, districts 1 through 10, favored putting stripes in or reflectors. Hello, welcome friends. Thank you for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. I wanted to bring you this video to let you know that golf cart path safety has recently been in the news. And there is a committee formed that meets regularly, and it talks about how do you keep safety on golf cart paths, especially in inclement weather and at night. Residents are concerned about the visibility of these golf cart paths during nighttime hours and during periods of heavy rain, etc. And they have been meeting to talk about how to mark these golf cart paths better. Do you put stripes down the middle? Do you put stripes on the side? Do you put reflectors on the golf cart paths without the stripes? There's your reflector. Let's take a ride and talk about this. Hello again, friends. I did a video about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, where I took a golf cart drive at night from Belvedere Boulevard to Lake Sumter Landing. I will include the link to that video in the description of this video. And you can see there are spots on the golf cart path that are very difficult to see. Here we are again, friends. You do see that this golf cart path has striping and reflectors marking the trail. And if you're driving this trail at night or during inclement weather, it'll be very difficult to see the edges of the golf cart path. And the group of individuals meeting regarding golf cart safety, they're discussing various options to clearly mark these golf cart paths. Hello again, friends. As I was driving around doing this golf cart path safety video, I noticed there's quite a bit of debris left over from Hurricane Helene. This is the Arnold Palmer golf course. And you can see the debris. You can see the contractors there cleaning up the debris as well. That is Buena Vista Boulevard there, friends. And I am going to talk a little bit about golf cart path safety. So you can see the Hurricane Helene debris pickup is still ongoing. And this is part of the activities that your maintenance assessment fees pay for. Every residential district is responsible to maintain these golf cart paths within their district boundaries. It's the district's responsibility to maintain the golf cart path. And obviously you have hurricane debris pickup there as well. That usually will be paid for out of your maintenance assessment fees, unless the villages files a claim with the Federal Emergency Management Association. And I know the district offices during hurricanes will ask for relief to pay for extraordinary costs due to a hurricane or a tropical storm. And my assumption is that their district office administration did file a claim, and any labor and or contracted costs required to clean up or was caused by the hurricane most likely will be submitted to the federal government for reimbursement. But I just wanted to give you some ideas of what your maintenance assessment fees pay for. They do pay to maintain these golf cart paths, and they do pay to maintain and mow these lawns and general cleanup. Unless it's due to a hurricane, then most likely they're going to get reimbursed from the government for the hurricane cleanup portion. Let's continue and talk about golf cart path safety. I'm going to talk about this article that was recently published in the POA Bulletin. It is the Multimodal Path Discussion Group continues to talk safety. All right, let's talk about this article of multimodal path safety. First of all, I just wanted to let everybody know that these are not considered to be golf cart paths. They are multimodal paths. That means that you can take multiple different types of vehicles on these paths, i.e. bicycles, golf carts, mopeds. And like I mentioned before, it is the responsibility of each residential district to maintain these golf cart paths. For that golf cart path that resides within their district. And the Multimodal Path Discussion Group, MMPDG, is led by the POA president, Cliff Weiner, right there. Cliff Weiner is a supervisor for District 4 in the northern part of the Villages. And he sits on the District 4 Board of Supervisors. They meet monthly to discuss various things. And he decided to head up a new group of individuals to talk about multimodal path safety. He says that residents are asking for improved visibility features for night and rainstorm driving on these multimodal paths. And I did drive in the northern part of the Villages on these multimodal paths with my golf cart at night, and there are some areas up there that are very difficult to see the edges of the multimodal path. If you're driving at night and there's no moon and no light, it's very difficult to see where the golf cart path ends and where it begins in terms of the edge. Here in the north, the golf cart path, if you notice, has a cement edge. So it's a little bit easier to see when it has a cement edge. But I know the golf cart paths, multimodal paths in the south, do not have that cement edge. And that's also actually a topic of debate and discussion. The residents in the south are afraid that their cost to maintain these multimodal paths are going to increase because there is no cement edge on the golf cart path. And these golf cart paths will deteriorate on the edge, and they will need to be repaired periodically. So the Multimodal Path Discussion Group did meet recently in August, and Assistant District Manager Bruce Brown, he confirmed they had an engineering study conducted in 2015 regarding safety on these multimodal paths, and he indicated that the engineering study did not recommend striping or reflective road pavement markings, RPMs. There was a Kimberly Horn engineer at the meeting, and that engineer stated edge line striping is not warranted or recommended. So that is why the Villages does not have striping or reflectors on these multimodal paths, because they had professional engineers recommend not to do it. But I'm not sure those professional engineers drive some of these areas of multimodal paths at night, especially in the north. There are some areas that it's difficult to see. This area here is not that hard to see because you do have Buena Vista Boulevard running next to you, and you do have car lights and street lights. And the discussion group met in August, and it indicates that the majority of the community development districts, districts 1 through 10, favored putting stripes in or reflectors on these multimodal paths. After the meeting was held to discuss the consensus, they found out that it would cost $300,000 to put stripes or reflectors on these multimodal paths throughout the Villages. The POA conducted a survey in 2015 and reported that more than 80% who use the multimodal paths at night or inclement weather wanted either center or edge line striping to improve visibility. So I wanted to bring you this content. The $300,000 price tag to put stripes on these multimodal paths would be picked up by the residents through their maintenance assessment fees that you pay annually at the end of the year on your tax bill. And anytime the Villages wants to raise assessment fees, they usually get pushback from the residents. I personally don't think that stripes are needed because there's so much ongoing maintenance. When you paint stripes every few years, you're going to have to update those stripes. I do believe, though, that maybe having reflectors down the middle, that might help. I think it would be less costly, less maintenance, less ongoing maintenance. I think there's going to be a large initial cost. I wanted to bring you that content, friends. Have a great day. Take care.